In tonight's health alert, it's almost time to get the kids ready for school, but are they prepared for the germs they're going to be coming in contact with?
The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention say that kids will be sick nearly a dozen times during the school year.
CBS 19's Jennifer Heathcock joins us live now. And Jennifer, where do kids run into the most germs when they're at school?
Well, Justin and Jamie, those germs are spread really easily between kids, especially younger students, because of contact. Now, one of the germiest places is actually the water fountain, and that's because kids will get their mouths very close to this faucet, maybe even touch it, and they're not cleaned quite as often as you might think.
Beep, beep, beep.
It's nearly time for Seth and Ethan to put away the toy cars and head back to school.
It's first year of big boy school where we have to buy uniforms and such. So he's excited.
Jessica Loghry says her two boys are headed to kindergarten and pre-K, but being in daycare, they've been exposed to germs.
He had scarlet fever. This one has had pink eye more than once. They both have caught every stomach virus that has got around.
And that's exactly what doctors see when the bell rings too, an increase in kids getting sick within 2 weeks. The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention say elementary age kids will be sick 8 to 12 times during one school year.
I tell parents whenever their children start daycare or kindergarten, if they've never been exposed to other kids before, that they can expect that their children will get sick at least once a month for the first 3 or 4 months that they're in school.
Nurse practitioner Catherine Giordano with Trinity Mother Francis says most illnesses kids will get, like colds, the flu, and stomach viruses, will be airborne or passed along through contact.
Give me kisses.
See the kids walking around. They've got, the boogies hanging out their noses. Sometimes they'll be picking them, and then they touch, the toys, and they touch each other.
Giordano says some of the germiest places can be desktops and even lunch trays. And the best thing to do, make sure your kids wash their hands.
I have to keep them healthy. They have to eat a good diet. They have to take their vitamins. They have to get good sleep. And I have to remind myself I have to keep myself healthy.
Now, we said water fountains have a lot of germs. Surprisingly enough, school bathrooms are actually a little more clean than you might expect because they're cleaned pretty often. Now, that doesn't mean before you walk out the door you don't want to wash your hands, though. Jamie?
Well, Jennifer, if you think that your kid may be sick early in the school year, should you keep them out of school?
Well, doctors say that if your kids have a fever, you most definitely need to keep them at home for 24 hours until that fever is broken. You don't want to see it for that 24-hour span of time. And of course, that will help from spreading those germs as well. Back to you.
That makes sense. Thank you so much, Jennifer. While elementary school kids get sick about a dozen times a year, older students are sick about half of that.
And that trend can go for new teachers who haven't been exposed to anything as well.